So this is a super weird article. RNC chair Ronna Mcdaniel paid her opponent Harmeet Dhillon nearly $900,000. Like, what? That is so much money. But let's get right into it. So, Republican National Committee Chair Ronna Romney McDaniel paid her top rival in the race nearly $900,000 over the last 2 years, according to financial data published by OpenSecrets.org. The RNC under McDaniel paid Dhillon Law Group, the Virginia based law firm run by Harmeet Dhillon, who is running against McDaniel for the chair's job, $892,550 in legal fees between March 2021 and August 2022, per financial disclosures that Open Secrets obtained. Dhillon, an RNC committeewoman from California, announced that she would run against McDaniel for her job earlier this month. Each expenditure was described as being for legal and compliance services, which likely refers to legal fees for lawsuits. The Daily Caller News Foundation was unable to determine what specific legal work the firm had performed for each payment. Dhillon has represented the RNC in several lawsuits on behalf of the committee, most notably in RNC vs. Google, a federal lawsuit in the Eastern District of California that accuses the company of sending RNC mass marketing emails to spam folders on users' Gmail accounts, preventing Republicans from reaching voters and donors, per the firm's website. Dhillon's campaign for chair has been focused on alleged failures under McDaniel's leadership of the party, though she has rarely mentioned her by name. Dhillon's platform includes promises to shore up the RNC's in-house legal team, to fight lawsuits against Democrats and state officials, as well as replacing most of the party's staff and retain consultants with teams outside of Washington, D.C. Republicans are tired of losing, and I think that really need to radically reshape our leadership in order to win, said Dhillon in her candidacy announcement on Fox News' Tucker Carlson tonight. On December 7th, she added that the party has become a populist party. The base of the party demands populist messages that speak to them and not Chamber of Commerce messages, not neocon messages, not warmonger messages. Dhillon's firm, receiving payments from the RNC, has prompted criticism from other candidates in the chair's race. She is protecting the cash. If she becomes chair, she could still ship cash to the law firm and use the purse to increase the profile and drive even more cash to the firm, said Mike McKenna, a former Trump White House staffer who recently announced his candidacy for chair in a Washington Times op-ed to the DCNF. The payments to Dhillon's firm from the RNC under McDaniel are not the only direct links to her. In November, McDaniel established a committee of experts to review the party's failures to make outreach to Asian, Black, Latino, and suburban women voters, of which Dhillon was the co-chair. Dhillon's bid has so far received tepid support from the RNC's 168 committee members, who elect the chair. Several committee members representing Virginia and Vermont have pledged to support her on Twitter. However, McDaniel has already received public pledges of support from 107 committee members, well over the 85 she needs to be re-elected to a fourth two-year term as chair, including from influential committee member David Bossie. Or Bosey. Apart from McDaniel, Dhillon, and McKenna, MyPillow's CEO Mike Lindell, who has gained notoriety for his claims that the 2020 presidential election was stolen from former President Donald Trump, announced that he would run. However, he has not gained any support from a voting member of the committee. Feel free to give your thoughts on this. Let's check out some of these comments. Not intended for illiterate, characteristic readers with a short attention span. Hillary Clinton once said, basket of deplorables, remember Michael Bird. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's see, that's a lot. GOP, where crime gets you a promotion. As for me, I think that the RNC chair, Ronna Mcdaniel, has been nothing but a drag on the Republican Party, and it is a past time she was history. Not sure who should replace her, but I am sure thousands of people could do a better job than Ronna has done. Political corruption, say it isn't so. LOL. Let's see. That's a lot of trips through the drive through. This is how politicians get rich and they keep it all away from the public. Rana is desperate to hang on to her job where she does absolutely nothing. If she did her job, probably wouldn't have to hire lawyers. Change is good. Hope Dhillon is successful despite the attempts to smear her. So they take political donation money to do these things. They even charge your credit card 5 times for one-time donation. It is Ronna Mcdaniel $900,000 to pay off her opponent, kick out Ronna Mcdaniel from the political scene. Let's see. Sounds like it should be illegal, but the stuff they get away with in campaigns shows the law has no teeth. She was and still is the primary lawyer for the RNC, so payments are expected. And exactly what did McDaniel do for the Republican Party over the last 6 years? She fell into Trump with a ridiculous failure of HC to actually campaign and then failed against Uncle Joe using the same practice. Time for a change at the top and in direction. Another misleading article. Harmeet wasn't paid anything. Her law firm was paid for services rendered. Have these sorry so called journalists any shame at all? Interesting. Hold on. Let's check something out. Well, the thing is, like, that one comment basically said, like, oh, they paid her law firm. Well, the thing is, this is actually her law firm, right? Emphasizing her. Like, she owns this law firm. Now, if this was like a situation where like she was working at a firm that was not owned by her, but she was an employee of the firm, that would be probably a completely different situation. But she's the owner of the firm and getting paid this amount of money. So, yeah, it's definitely interesting. But feel free to give your thoughts about this. I just like stumbled upon like, whoa, he paid $900,000 for like legal fees. What? That's so much money.